This is a date scheduler programmed using the Google Sheets platform. The first thing we need to do is create a spreadsheet like this one in a folder on our Google Drive. Now, let's give it a name. For example, let's call it App and start adding columns to store the data we want. We'll write everything in uppercase for better visibility. We'll add the date for the user's scheduled appointment and the time, the user's name, their identification, which could be the document of their country, and their email. We need to communicate in case of any changes or cancellations, and we have the person's phone number. Additionally, we'll add two more things, my email and my address. These two columns are crucial because here we'll add our own data, which will later appear in the application and serve for people to contact us. We can add them right away. Let's invent an email, for example, the one I'm adding here, jack@gmail.com. And let's put an address, for example, Elm Street 2134. Next, we'll use a tool called AppScript. We go to the extension area and start. What we are going to do is use this file called code.js, and we will also create a new file called index. We'll paste a code that I have in a separate, already saved file here. Additionally, I'll paste another previously saved code into this code.js file. If you want to copy it, you can pause the video and do so. I'll also give you the option to go to my page and get it for $5 or a small amount around that. Now, I'll do the same with index. I'll take everything from the index file and paste it here, replacing everything that was originally there. Then, we'll click the Save button up here, save it, and continue. Now, let's deploy our application with the Deploy button. We'll create a new deployment, select the application web type. And set it to be accessible to anyone. And then deploy. Now, it will ask for various authorizations because it will say it's an app not designed by Google, designed by someone else, in this case, us. We'll tell it yes, we trust it because we are creating it. It will ask us to sign in with our account, and here, when we reach this part, it continues giving the same warning. We'll click Advanced, and this part that says Go to the project, Continue. Here, we finally have the option to allow, and we'll allow the deployment of the application. With this, our application is now functioning. So, all we have to do next is click on this button, and that's it. This application is linked to our spreadsheet. As you can see, the email we added in the spreadsheet is here, and we can share this link now. It's already working. The things entered in this application will go directly to the spreadsheet. This application has several very important features. For example, it asks for all the data to complete the columns of the original spreadsheet. And lastly, it asks for the day and time of the appointment we want to schedule. For this, we programmed it in such a way that it's only possible to schedule appointments from a week ahead of the current moment, and at most for a month. As you can see here, if I try to schedule one before a week, I can't. And then if I try to schedule one beyond a month, it won't let me either. Additionally, another thing that this spreadsheet does not allow, for practical reasons, is scheduling appointments on weekends. If we try to schedule an appointment on a weekend, it will tell us to please select a business day, a working day, and then it takes us back. Even if we select the appointment day correctly, if we don't fill out the rest of the fields, it won't let us proceed. It will ask us to complete all the fields, so it takes us back to the same page. So we'll select, for example, the first available day and select 10 in the morning for an appointment. We'll fill in some random data here and schedule the appointment. It will ask for confirmation, tell us which appointment we requested, and when we confirm, it will give us this confirmation, providing the details with our name, the date, and time of the appointment, as well as the address where the appointment will take place, which we entered earlier in the spreadsheet. And now, once we make this reservation, as you can see, our spreadsheet will no longer be empty. If we check, here are the entered details that at 10 in the morning on February 27th, this appointment will take place, along with the randomly filled data. Important to note is that we can also share the atches to our sheet by changing the restriction to anyone with the link in the share section. Not doing this could cause problems and restrictions for the users. So, anyone on the internet can use it without any problems. And with this, we are ready to start using our app. We just have to share the application link, and people can use it. A very important thing is that, once we schedule an appointment, it is removed from the menu. In other words, other users cannot schedule at the same time anymore. Let's try. We had scheduled for the 27th at 10 in the morning, and as you can see here, there's 8, 9, and 11 in the morning, so it is no longer possible to overwrite that time. We do this to ensure that two people cannot schedule at the same time. As I was saying, I'll leave a link to an application, an online store, where you can buy the code if you don't feel like copying it or want to thank me with a couple of dollars, which are very useful for me. If you have any changes in mind or encounter issues with the app's functionality, please let me know in the comments. This is a very basic app, and many improvements can be made, such as programming it to send emails automatically or modifying the available hours. If you're interested in me making another video expanding on those topics, please leave a comment.